Browns is
Guardians.
fuck off. That name stinks. It's the dumbest
Y'all chose
name.
it.
No, we didn't. Nobody
No?
chose it. No, Indians is fine.
Do you
I
know what
don't-
we're talking about?
Yeah.
baseball?
Women don't know women don't know baseball, and if I meet a woman who knows baseball, I'm immediately turned off.
Yeah.
That's like gotta be. There's no way to get my dick softer than her shit being like, "Oh, did you see this pitch?" I'm like, "No, I don't even watch baseball."
She's like, oh, the knuckle curve's coming in
Well,
really slow. Like, who taught you that? Get the
Gross.
fuck.
Ew.
Is this better? I only went to a baseball game this summer because we were doing the 999 challenge.
That's appropriate.
That rocks.
Okay.
Public drinking is the only reason why baseball still exists.
and eating hot dogs.
And eating and public glizzies.
I would say alcoholism is a bigger turn on than if you knew baseball.
Okay.
Like a girl who's just like, I just want to get blasted drunk and do the 999 challenge is more interesting than if she's like, oh yeah, we got a good homestand against the Reds. We got to win this one.
I don't know if I'd go for the girl who's doing the 999 challenge, but if she was like, hey, I'm going to put away 4 drinks over a game and be able to like blow a .08 and drive home and blow you, I'm like, this is perfect. That's my wife. Oh my God.
Did you finish the challenge?
No, I will say my stats were embarrassing. I had
12
Expected.
beers. Sam, you have to eat. You can't just keep taking Adderall and drink. You have to do the hot dog part.
12 beers. She was a real bitch past the 4th inning. She was just mean to everybody.
it was one of those things where I was like trying to prep for it. So in my mind, I was like, what's the best approach for eating 9 hot dogs and drinking 9 beers? And I thought if I went into it slightly hungover, that would help because then it's like the first 2 beers don't really count. And the 2 beers bring me back to base level. And then 7 beers is like nothing, you know?
No. Why? Yeah.
Did you puke? Like, did you?
I didn't puke.
That's good.
She's from Buffalo.
But also,
They drank.
Yeah, but the hot dogs.
when we got there, it was like a cloudy day. We all got our hot dogs. We all got our drinks. We sat down, and it was like as soon as we sat down and the game started, the clouds parted, and it was 105 degrees. So hungover, and I was like, just shoot me in the head right now. And I think I ended up doing 2.75 hot dogs and then 7.5 beers.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, yeah.
At one point, I tried shotgunning, and even like the players off to the side were watching, and I was like trying to catch up.
Real busy game, huh?
And
There's 12 people in the audience and one of them's vomiting. There's
and
Not a lot of
you got a
offense.
Dominican immigrant who's just trying to get into the league, and he's like, "Mami, no good."
This is what we play for.
Yeah.
but I thought I was shocked. I had a hoodie on at this point because it also
We make it 120 degrees.
well, it was raining at this point. There was a rain delay, so I was like, this is gonna help me hit 9 drinks at least because there was a rain delay. And I was like, I have more
It's
time.
never easy for you, is
I'll-
it? Nothing. Everything is an ordeal. For you.
7.5 with the rain delay. Actually, I'm kind of bumping down the impressive because how much time did you get from a delay?
God gave you
Enough.
extra innings.
Yeah, you should have knocked down 9.
I should have.
The hot dogs, whatever, but by body weight. But just like,
Also, those hot dogs. Yuck.
Really?
Yeah.
A ballpark hot dogs are like usually,
Ballpark
like, the
brand's
best.
gross as hell,
But like in a stadium.
But in a stadium.
But they got the foil around.
It would have
Yeah.
helped if I got drunk first and then ate the hot dogs.
Yeah.
I did everything backwards.
Wait, so you just came in hungover? We're just like, fuck, I need food, and then tried to nail 9.
Wait, did you
beers
go
in a
dog first or beer first?
Dog first.
row? Yeah.
Never go dog first.
Never go dog first. You rawed it, bro.
I drawed the hot dog.
That's yeah. You gotta. I think on a second attempt, you'd probably do.
But so I didn't fit the rest of the shotgun because it does get really much more upsetting. Is I was wearing the hoodie after the rain delay, and I thought I was crushing it. I was like, oh, I've never done a shotgun so perfectly before.
Uh-huh.
Just
It was
don't.
going down my sleeve to my elbow,
Ugh.
and then everyone booed me.
Really? Strangers booed you?
Everyone booed. Even the baseball players booed me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
That
Wow.
rocks. Actually, that's
so
pretty cool.
between the creek that week and that, a lot of booze. Sorry, I'm being too mean now. That wasn't even funny. I bombed. All right, goodbye. This is my audition to host a podcast I didn't want to do.
No, you're killing it.
No, I know.
You're actually fitting the role so perfectly.
This is great.
All right, I'll stop talking.
I feel like I'm like on a panel interview right now for you, and I have nothing to do with the. I'm just like, yeah, no, I think he's doing a great job. This is fine.
Take her away. Minnie.
All right, welcome to season 2 of Good Sam, Bad Sam. We're here.
New sponsor.
Season 1 lasting 90 days.
Episode 13 happened, and everyone died, and I'm the sole survivor. So Now we have Sammy C. Sam Castillo's here.
Hi.
He'll be the good Sam that we need. And then we have our guest, Will Hunsinger, who you've been here a month now.
In Austin, yeah.
A month now from Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Were you born and raised there, or you just
No.
said okay?
Ohio. Grew up in Ohio.
Ew. You went Ohio to Vegas?
You Buffalo? I'm not getting shit on by Buffalo. Buffalo can't. Buffalo's
Okay,
not-
listen, Buffalo, Ohio, but Buffalo still.
First of all, Buffalo's a piece of shit city. I'm from a piece of shit state. That's much more important.
Guys, there's a reason why all your jobs went to China.
Yeah, no, that
This
place
is
the Rust
wasteland.
Belt is
All
brutal.
of it.
Where are you from, you piece of shit?
I'm from here.
Ew.
Where everyone's moving to?
Austin's the only place
wow.
grosser than Ohio.
They
Yeah.
could never make me hate you, Sam Castillo.
Yeah.
The city's a dump.
Except you are mean to me sometimes, and I don't like that.
It's really easy.
Yeah, true. One time Sam told me that he has to delete my text messages because they bum him out.
That's true.
He said, I'm the only person where he has to fully delete the text thread because he's like, she's never going to get better.
Oh, no.
The amount of like times where she's like, I think I should go to AA meetings. I'm like, there are 7 other issues to work on first.
Yeah, that's not even
You
first.
want to solve those before you get clarity.
I was gonna say-
Because if you get sober without beer goggles on those issues, fuck.
Is there one? Yeah, I was gonna say, is there one in particular that you like stood out? Where you're like, I can't look at this anymore.
Let's not. Let's not. Maybe we'll get into it. Maybe yeah. Huh?
I'm asking your friends about you now.
I know, I don't like this. Season 2, everyone's the problem.
Yeah, it's fun. You're like, please God, don't make me the guest. on
Because now I'm wondering what Sam Castillo hates about me the most.
So
All right.
you've been here for a month.
Sure.
Sure.
Yep.
And why? Why'd you leave Vegas?
I mean, comedy. I had a girl, so we were she was gonna move to Vegas and with me, and then I was just like, if we move here, we're just gonna move to Austin eventually anyway. So let's just fucking do it.
Yeah.
And I moved basically my entire life within like a couple months. Like
Yeah.
kind of planned a little bit, but got a new job, got all that stuff, and then it's just been out in the comedy scene as much as I can be in the last like 45 days or whatever it's been.
Dude, nice.
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a ball. It's great. I love going from performing in casinos to like full crowds to empty bars. It feels great. This was totally a smart decision. I don't regret it at all. This is the best move. Possibly the inhabitants are beautiful, beautiful people. The bugs are great. This place sucks. It does suck. But the comedy scene is cool. I'm giving it shit, but obviously you got to like reset and get into clubs and do everything again. So like starting over is just frustrating. But like this city, I do hate the city. I like the comedy scene. I hate the city so far. I have not found anything likable about it.
You just have to go outside the city. And
I've been going outside of it too. I haven't liked much there either.
Well,
Okay.
you moved here when it was 107 degrees.
It was 120 in Vegas. It went down in temperature for me.
Oh, it was nasty over the weekend.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah, I was like living in that for 6 years. So like everyone's like, "Oh, the heat's so bad." I was like, "Dude, I was in the desert." Like the bugs is weird. I don't like the bugs. Apparently you guys killed all of the bats and now we're just dealing with a plague of crickets. I didn't realize that. I
Oh,
thought-
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been finding crickets in my house.
Yeah, they're loud. They don't shut the I hate them so
When
much.
I first moved here, I lived on a 3rd floor apartment, and in the middle of the night, my cat was like freaking out. I was like, I'm so scared to turn on the light right now. I was living alone. My mattress is on the floor. I didn't own furniture. It was just so sad. But the only piece of furniture I owned, my cat was staring at, and I turned on the light. And then I was like as far away as possible with my phone flashlight, like shining it under there, and it looked like a fucking hamster was under there. So I was like, okay, I put on my boots, I pulled it up. George got it, but she's never killed anything in her entire life, so she's just pushing the cricket at me.
Ugh.
It was just a giant ass.
Bug. Yeah. That's what
On the 3rd floor, I'm like, how did you get up here
They're notorious for hopping.
yeah, they kind of
that high?
climb up walls and shit. They got little fingers. And
I did the only cup I owned
Yeah.
and the only piece of paper I owned.
The cricket probably felt bad for you. It was like, this is all you
I was
got.
like, you don't know this, but you're robbing me.
This was 8 months into the lease or 9 months?
This is 2 weeks into living here.
I know.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
figured you're not the kind of person who buys furniture.
Yeah. True. I don't own anything at my current place.
No, we have the same thing. I have a cat now. like moved in with this cat, and the cat's like freaking out constantly because it's finding like it's just like you'll see it lock in on shit, and we're having the exact same thing. And then we had a cricket get in the windowsill, and we couldn't figure out which windowsill it was in, and it was just not shut the fuck up. I hated this guy.
That's when you just shoot it.
I was trying to find it. I was opening it because we have like really difficult double paned windows because we live in like Red River area, like downtown, so it's like noise and shit constantly. So we have like these crazy windows. They're supposed to keep all the noise out. They fucking don't. And I'm just lifting windows and screens and trying to find this cricket at like 1 o'clock in the morning because we cannot sleep for the life of us. And then I think it died. I don't know. I think I accidentally crushed it or something. Well, I wanted to crush it, but
What's
yeah,
the lifespan of a cricket?
I don't know.
Days probably.
Yeah. I hate
The
the
most
crickets.
traumatizing part was when I threw it outside, the noise it made when it hit the ground. The absolute girth, the mass, the density of the bugs in Texas. I was like, Mom, come pick me up. I regret it.
Yeah, I saw a spider at work the other day that was probably like 5 inches across, and it was posted up. It had a big old web right next to a hornet's nest. So this is a spider.
It's a pretty average sized spider.
It was
Yeah.
like 5 inches.
Yeah.
It was terrifying. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And they're like, "That's like a medium. There's large
Yeah.
and XL here." And I was like, "Oh, this is hell. This is a crazy, godforsaken place. I like it." But
Yeah, those recluses are crazy.
it was like blue and yellow. It was like fat. It was just eating hornets. That's what it ate.
I live by the woods, so I see crazy fucked up bugs all the time on our balcony.
Yeah. I'll take the scorpions in Vegas. Like they keep to themselves. I never really dealt with them much. But here it's just like I don't like shit that hops. That's what I don't fuck with. Flying I don't mind. Crawling I don't mind. Shit that hops drives me insane because they're too quick, and I don't want to get jumped, so to speak. Not like jump like a pun, but like I fucking hate them. I don't know. Ask me anything about not bugs. I don't.
Alright.
I got nothing. I got nothing on bugs.
You brought up the bugs.
I don't. I hate them.
Just to be clear.
I hate them. I know.
We said, how do you like the city? Have you tried the brisket?
Brisket's fine. It's good.
Do you like the food here at least?
I'm still trying to find spots, but I've been pretty disappointed, to be honest. I think that's what a lot of it is.
You gotta ask Mike Eaton. He'll give you literally the full city map of every place he's ever eaten at.
You're like, I've got enough, but have you tried?
That's the namesake. It's just Mike Eaton. Where have I eaten? That's fun.
Yeah.
I met him the other day. He's a nice dude. He's very smiley.
I hate him. I have to roast him on Sunday.
Oh, dude. How are you going to roast him? He seems so nice.
Oh, he's fat.
What do you mean?
All right.
I wonder what well I'm going to dive into.
He's too happy all of the time. That's what I'm gonna make fun
That's
of.
what
Yeah.
The joy.
happy-go-lucky.
That's gonna be a fun one. And then we're gonna have you ever heard of shit and flush?
No, what? What?
Basically, we all just unpack a good and a bad thing that happened this week. And
Okay.
boy, I almost beat up an old man on Monday night. That was my shitty thing that happened.
Context?
Yeah, here in Vegas.
Here. All right. No, so Monday night I got back. The plane landed at 11 p.m. after the longest weekend of my life. I'm so excited to be back. And I'm trying to get off the plane. And basically the two rows in front of me, no one was standing up yet, but the entire front of the plane was cleared. And I already had my bag, and I'm the only person, and I go to walk down the plane, and I'm not even kidding you. I was passing this dude's seat, and he put his arm out, stopped me, and said, "Hold your horses." And this old fat fucking man takes forever to stand up. And I'm like, if you just sat there for 2 more seconds, I would have been off the plane. And now you're doing this for some reason. And he stands up, and where's his bag? In a bin behind me. And there's nowhere for me to back up because now there's a line of people behind me. And so instead of saying excuse me or anything, he just keeps pushing his body towards me, reaching over my head to grab his bag. And I'm just staring him directly in the eyes the entire time because I'm like, what are you doing?
That guy rules so much. That
Hold
guy
your
rocks.
horses?
Hold your horses is devastating. I would wait my whole life so I can be old and tell young broads to hold their horses. That's why you fly. That's what we sign up for.
And he's poor. He's probably like a school teacher, which is why he's sitting in the back with you. So he's like, I've been messing with young children in backpacks my whole life.
Yes, it's time
I'm
for
ready
you to
I've been putting children in their place.
get your comeuppance.
I looked insane too. I was wearing like a bucket hat with sunglasses. It's 11 p.m. on a flight.
I mean, it's a Vegas flight. People going homebound. People have seen worse, probably.
Yeah, it's.
I know, but it was just, I couldn't believe it. And then my roommate Kevin picked me up and he was like, so what did you say? Did you like, he's like, I said nothing and now it's going to bug me for the rest of my fucking life. That guy won on so many levels and I have to deal with
absolutely. 10-8 ended you. And he's an old man. Was he with him by himself?
I don't know what his fucking deal
Old man by himself flying home from Vegas.
Nothing
is
to
a
lose.
Piece of shit. That's a bad person.
Hold your horses.
Hold your horses is great. And I like that he says like hold your horses instead of like fucking move. But after he just had like probably just strippers and blow and God knows what in Vegas, and then he's like hold your horses.
And the craziest part is he blocked me to be in his way more. I was like, why wouldn't you just let me through?
Because
Why
he's a fucking boss and you move for a boss. That's why.
There was nowhere for me to move.
Yeah,
I literally was just leaning like this was us.
Because you bitch down, bro.
Yeah. Stand your ground. Stand your ground.
I just snap my glasses in half and just stab him.
This guy's wearing a jiu-jitsu shirt. He would have put him in an arm bar or fold him up like a pretzel or
I
something.
would have been like, dude, my bad. Hold your horse. I'm done. I would have been knocked out. There's no fighting me for hold your horses.
I would have just laughed in his face. I don't think I could have done anything but if you hit me with the hold your horses right now,
Dude,
how am I not gonna laugh? That's crazy.
I wish I could projectile vomit on command. I would literally just like lizard spit on him.
No, hold your horses. I have so much respect for. I love that so much. That's the only one where there's no comeback. What do you say? Like you just take the L and you move on.
I can't move on. I'm gonna have to go back to therapy over this.
I mean, what's the worst thing you've done, or what's the rudest thing you've done on a flight? There we go. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Bad Sam.
I was like, I've never done anything. And honestly,
Yeah, oh, you're such a little angel, huh?
I'm so polite on airplanes. That's why I can't believe that happened to me.
Why did you turn into Fargo
what
just
was
now?
the voice? Yes.
Oh my! Oh, it was like, oh my!
I guess it just does me by.
Oh, just little old me on the aeroplane. We're going to the big city.
It's such an honor to be up there in the sky.
We don't have people like this in Duluth.
And he said to me, hold your horses.
I said, I wish I could. They're back at home.
Oh, jeez.
They're in their stables being polite. What the fuck? So what's the rudest thing you've done?
Please keep talking like that. Don't get rid of it.
So and it wasn't. It's just improper etiquette. I think when you're middle seat.
Right.
So last Thanksgiving, I went to Buffalo, did a show, was flying back on Thanksgiving Day, but it's Thanksgiving. I had like a 3-hour layover in the Detroit airport. So I was sitting at a bar. This Alaskan man paid for all my tab,
Great.
all my drinks.
God, being a girl must be cool.
And then I got onto the airplane. I remember sitting down. I put the little table thing down. I put my head down. And the next thing I woke up to was them being like, put it up. We're landing. So the entire flight, I was just face down on the plastic table, just mouth open, drooling, snoring on a sold out flight. And
That doesn't sound that bad.
That's not
that's
bad.
You're pretty small. You're narrow, so like you weren't barging in on people. That's actually a pretty respectable. If that's gonna.
That's it?
That's
I think that's maybe the worst thing I've ever done on a flight.
yeah.
But also when I lifted my head up, all the air in my body escaped and I burped really loud.
I mean, that's foul, but it's
Yeah.
not that bad.
Yeah.
Imagine sleeping next to a dead body and it wakes up to just burp in your face.
Uh-huh.
I think if you do bad shit on a plane, like that's a different level of bad person.
Sometimes
Like, that's not even.
Sometimes they vape on the plane. That's it.
Yeah, we all do.
Vaping on the plane, I
Yeah.
think would piss me off a little bit. It like that would be because I'm stuck in a box with you. Like, you better be aisle seat and blowing it to the ground. That's all. I'm saying.
I put it down my sleeve, or I just hold it in until I pass out.
Down the sleeve's cool. All right, I'll deal with that.
Hold it in until you pass out. That's gonna be good for you. That's like the next level of cancer.
If I can't do whippets on the plane,
You just pull out a Ready Whip. What? They didn't say nothing about this.
It's under 2.5 ounces.
I'm microdosing whippets on the flight.
And they're like, oh, it'll be a fun skank fest, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's just such. Okay, what's the rudest thing you've done on a flight?
Man, I think just being tall is probably just an offense to everybody around me at all times. Like, I'm really conscious about being.
Okay,
like,
but without bragging, what's the rudest thing you've done?
It sucks dick.
I mean, come
It
on.
is. I'm
yeah,
stuck.
you know what's the rudest thing? Is my cock kept bumping into the other people. Oh, one time I had so much money in my wallet that I had to lean like this, so I was so rich that the guy to my left, I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, go again.
I try to be a good person on plane. I'm genuinely like, the whole flight. I'm not.
Sam, what are you
What are
doing,
you
on
doing on
flights?
planes? You've got a guilty conscience, and you're like,
You're calling it
so many things.
Are you
I can't
stealing?
believe you people. Oh my god, I've been rude on so many flights compared to you guys.
I mean, okay. I don't think rude. I mean, I like jerked off on a plane when I was in like probably like 9th or 10th grade, but that was like in the bathroom.
Was that really important to do in that moment?
in 9th grade? Yes, it was. I'm like, I'm going to be spending this weekend with my family in South Carolina. I need to get this out of me now.
My
2.5 hour flight or from Ohio to South Carolina. That's a 90-minute flight. Jesus, how am I gonna get through this one?
More of the whole vacation. It's like, I'm going to spend 5 days with these fucking people. I'm going to have no privacy. Get it out. I'm in 9th grade.
So the most crowded box.
Well, you got to close
so
door.
you're mad that I'm vaping in a closed space, but your cum spray is in the air?
It's not spray. I have good aim. Good aim.
Your fucking DNA is in the
You're
air.
oil diffusing your cum everywhere.
I once dated a guy who, anytime he went, like, traveled anywhere, he would always jerk off in the toilet so his cum would be part of the water supply.
That's like a dog.
You dated this person?
Yeah.
Like, I can't even. You hook up with somebody. Sure, we've all made mistakes. You dated this person for how long?
Too long.
How long would be, like, the right amount of time?
Did he ask you to spit in the toilet after? So it'd be in the water
The
supply?
correct answer is long enough to find this out, then you leave him.
Jesus.
No, he had other great classics, such as one time. You remember when that meme was going around where it was like nut vid with sound?
No.
I texted him that, and he responded with a video of him jerking off, and then he turned at the last second and just came all over a Blu-ray copy of Shawshank Redemption, and then said, "Oh, thank God I got 2 more."
No.
And that's what Love's about.
2 more copies of Shawshank.
Yeah.
He sent you
Damn.
a Tom
No,
Hanks.
not 2 more loads.
Oh,
Two more Blu-rays.
I swear to God, I thought he was like Rock. He was like, I have no one in me. I hear no bell.
He sent you a tribute video to Tom Hanks. That guy rules. I take it back. That guy's
man.
fucking awesome.
That's the beauties of a long distance relationship right there.
That's a guy who you know is
We
cheating
live
on
together.
you.
No, it's even worse.
No, he was living at his dad's.
I bet he was. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh man.
All right, what did you do on an airplane?
I mean, just this recently, the rudest thing I did was
Punch a baby.
man, there was just like this family that like was okay. So I paid extra. You pay extra to like select your seat.
Sure.
I select a window because it's a 6 a.m. flight. Some dickheads are gonna like leave the window open. We're all sleeping on this flight. All right, I can't handle this. So I get the window. Then they settle in and they're like, oh, we're all settled in. I'm like, you're in the wrong row. You're in my seat. And they go, oh, well, we're all settled in. I go, get up.
Yeah.
And then they get up, and then they go to their actual seats, which is the row behind me. And then I half awake. They were like talking. The parents were bickering over something. And I go, hey, chill out with that shit right now. I was like stuttering because I was like half awake, and I turned around. I was like, will you fucking chill out with that? And then went back to sleep. And this Indian kid,
Hold your horses.
This Indian high school kid was like, I woke up and he found me in the airport and was like, when you told that married couple to chill out with that shit, I was scared for you. I'm like, what are they gonna? I don't know. That was just the most recent
Wait,
flight.
he came back to be like, dude, that was so fucking
This high
cool.
schooler was worried
When
for
I
me.
was the coolest guy on the plane, and people after it were like, dude, you're the sickest guy ever.
On the flight.
Is that charming? Is that charming?
You basically got like affirmations like, dude, you know you're an asshole over there, but you rock. That fucking
An immigrant child was worried for me. Is that cool?
That's not
give it
that,
a 4 out of
I don't
10.
know if that's that bad though.
That's the most.
that
recent.
sounds like they were kind of being rude and you policed it.
I guess so. I
was
don't know. I'm
gonna-
just very disrespectful to strangers. I'll tell them. I'll say to people like, "Hey, stop!" Like I'll tell people to stop.
Knock
Like,
it
I'll-
off.
Yeah.
Just stop. I'll just
Yeah.
say stop. People don't know what to do. If you hit them with one word
Yeah.
in public, they're like, "Stop."
Have you tried hold your horses? Because it works really
I'm
good.
aging into
Write that
it.
down,
I'm aging
write that
into
down.
it. I recently found a gray hair, and I'm stoked because I'm like, guys,
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Where'd you find it?
Right here at the
Oh, on the head.
in the bottom
On
of the
noggin.
hair. Yeah, right there.
That's cool.
And just color over all of mine.
Really?
No.
You already graying out?
I had one, and then I ripped it out, and it never came back.
How old are you?
About to be 27, which is gross. I was gonna say though, I witnessed what you did on the flight to Vegas, where there was an old man and he was sitting in my seat, but he was like, "That's my wife right in front of us. She has dementia and she gets scared when she can't see me, so I'm trying to be as close to her as possible." I was like, "Okay," and then he moved up next to her, hoping no one would sit there. And then that lady eventually showed up, and he tried explaining to her that his wife has dementia, and she said, "No."
Amazing.
That's cold
I think I found your soulmate.
Who would want to sit next to a woman with dementia? I'd be like, thank you for telling me.
I was sitting behind her, and I was just watching her. She was just scrolling through her photos the entire time. I was like,
So just a narcissist. Just like, no.
No, the
me,
dementia
me. Oh, the
the
narcissist.
dementia lady.
Oh, well, she's trying to gain memories.
Yeah.
She was trying to
I
remember
bet she
her
was
family.
like,
Literally her life's memento. She's like, what did I
Yeah.
do this weekend? How did I get here?
"Who are these people? Whose phone is this?"
She turns, where is this flight going to?
Memento would suck so bad.
Plot
with
twist: that was never her husband.
Yeah, if you were really lonely in life, I'm sure you could go to like an Alzheimer wing and just be like, oh my God, baby, it's me. I'm taking you home now.
Well, half the time, those people always think that their husband's alive.
Oh,
They're not.
man.
When I worked in the nursing home, they would like come down and be like, "Where's my
You
husband?"
worked in a nursing home?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
God. Can you imagine working your whole life and then
Sam,
Minnie's
not
taking
even
care
not
of
even
you?
me right now. 18-year-old Sam Minnie's taking care of you.
Oh,
at
Jesus.
83 years old, you find out the shitball health insurance you have only covers a hungover on Twisted Teas Sam Minnie, where she's just sweating out grain alcohol. I'm here to take care of you in your last years. Fuck, I served this country in Iraq.
They loved me.
Did they?
No. There was one lady that would be like, "I don't want you to serve me right now."
The power of no.
The power of no.
Did the older gentleman make moves on you? Did anyone take a pass? An 18-year-old Sam Minnie?
I think I had talked about this on the last week that blew up in the fire. We lost the tape, but there was one resident there that loved me, and one time he offered me a couch for free.
Nice.
So I got a free couch.
Nice.
And then since I took that,
How many
every
times
week
did he come on that couch?
every week he would
For
come
100
down.
years of
Oh,
owning
wait,
it?
and how old was he?
Old as fuck.
Yeah, he's not coming. He's got erectile dysfunction.
I just mean that's
dog.
an old couch. He's probably had 1,000
But so-
fucks on. Like this is just
all
an
right.
old.
Yeah. My
let me-
Vietnam wife and
Yeah,
my regular
oh,
wife.
Yeah, some dirty shit has gone down on that
Sure,
couch.
It was a couch that his daughter bought to furnish their apartment at the facility. It was a new couch, but he gave it to me.
Now, how many times did a guy come on a Blu-ray on that couch?
Wait, his daughter donated this couch to the facility, and he was like,
No,
"Nah, just
just
give
a-
it to this bitch."
Different. Well, they were just gonna toss it. He was like, "Do
Oh.
you want the couch?" But then, so what happened? His wife died, and for like weeks, he would just come downstairs like when I was working and just be like, "Do you want her shoes?" And I felt so bad. He kept giving me all of his dead wife's stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll
He
definitely."
wanted you to dress up like her.
And then I would just donate it.
Man,
Ugh.
Because I'm like, what
Man.
is he gonna do? Just stare at his
mean-
dead wife stuff?
that's so
I
sad.
think he wanted you to wear it to remind himself of. That's the saddest shit of all time.
I'm not
So
wearing
this is-
dead lady loafers at work.
It's tragic.
So I understand. This is the podcast. Good sad
is
Sam.
dark.
Sad Sam. Whatever.
This is
What is it
dark.
called?
He just had a foot fetish. He's like, I need you to remind me of her. That's all I need.
So that was the fun time.
The rest of them, they just kept dying on me.
Yeah, how many people did you meet that died shortly? Like, how long did you work there?
I worked there for like 2 years.
So you watched a lot go.
My favorite. Sorry, that's a bad way to set up this story.
Yep. My favorite one that died.
No, I mean all of these people are dead. I don't think they're listening, but
Oh, they're listening.
fuck. But sorry, my most memorable thing that happened. So I only worked in dietary, so I was only ever like kitchen dining room. But there was one lady, and I remember we were like sitting. Me and my other coworkers were sitting at a table in between like lunch and dinner or whatever, and this one lady was walking across the dining room, but her walker was backwards, and we're sitting there, we're like, fucking idiot, her walker's backwards, and then right as we're about to be like, ayo, your walker's backwards, she fucking stepped on it, and then like, remember Wipeout?
Yeah.
You know when they bounce off the
The
balls?
yeah.
Yeah, that like across like 3 tables.
the big robotic hand hits them.
Except I'm the hand.
Yeah.
No, I would never shove an old lady. I don't have to. They'd fall on their own. But so she fell, and we can't touch them. Like we have the ambulance people do that. And but she was right in the fucking doorway, so we all had to step over her.
How long
Oh,
was she? How long
no.
was she down for?
Yeah.
Too long.
Oh
Jesus.
man, help her up.
But you're not like,
I can't touch. That's not my job.
it's not your job to help an
That
old
is
woman.
not my job. Did you have long
That's
nails?
not my
What's going on?
job.
Yeah. I'm like texting and driving and like chewing gum.
No, I can talk. She's only down for 7
No, it's
minutes.
fine.
What
Don't
the
worry about it.
fuck?
She wasn't dead. She was just laying there. There was like a nurse aide that was like sitting with her, but they
She was
like
so
if she
close.
broke something,
Oh,
we'd be liable if you know like you touched her
Man,
and you
that's
broke her
crazy.
more.
what do
Health
you pay
insurance.
for? Yeah, like what are we paying for?
I only got paid $11 an hour for this job, so suck my dick.
No, I get that.
That's wild.
All
That's-
humanity leaves me if it's
Yeah.
anything less than I don't know,
It's a not livable wage.
$15 an hour.
Yeah.
Do you guys think you'll put your parents in a home? Are yours a lot like your?
I'm trying to get them to live together
Oh, yeah, you got.
so I can like keep track of them.
I don't know. My parents are so independent and morbid. They're like already talking about their deathbed. The
just-
last phone call I had with my dad, I hadn't talked to him in a month. Like, what's going on, man? He's like, you know, at my deathbed, you know how I want it to be? I'm like, what? All right. Cool. All right. I was just going
How old is
to
he?
make idle chit chat about the Texas Longhorns, but
Yeah.
he's 71. So he's
That's
got-
not old. That's
No.
not old enough to be.
My dad
No.
does that and he's 50.
Oh, well.
He told me,
your
like-
dad's suicidal.
That's dark.
That's what that means.
That's
He
dark.
said, if I ever have like dementia or anything, just shoot me.
Shit.
He's like, I don't even want to experience it. The second I get any sort of diagnosis, just shoot me.
My mom's 10 years younger than my dad, so they were like, when his brain goes out, I'll just take care of him till he dies, and then when my brain goes out, we'll move my mom in with my brother. And I'm like, okay. And they said this to me. They're like, so you don't even have to worry about us. I'm like, all right.
That's the
They
most
don't want you to be
concerning thing
responsible.
possible.
And they also were like, hey, we're not going to do Christmas where you can afford to travel to. I'm like, okay. And we're probably not going to see you at Thanksgiving. I'm like, all right. So what
Oh, they
are
don't
we
like
doing?
you.
What
Your
is-
parents just broke up with you.
Essentially, they're
We're going to start seeing other children.
literally that.
I think it's best if we just maybe don't see each other for a little
My
while.
brother lives in Seattle, and they've seen him, and they live in Dallas. They've seen him more this year than me.
That's
And then when I went to Fort Worth, the Hyenas, they didn't show up. I put away tickets on Will Call.
oh damn.
I'm like, guys, it's 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
You really lived that the 2 open seats at like a dance recital.
Oh,
You
that
look
was-
out into the crowd.
And then
You're just frowning the rest of your set.
You got Ricky Bobby.
yes,
You got Ricky Bobby.
Oh, it sucks.
yeah.
My parents
Did it
love
affect
me.
you at all?
It's this. I mean, no, but like, actually, you know what? When I got off stage and I didn't see them, I was like, and then here's the sadder part. Have you been to the Fort Worth Hyenas? Horrible cell service. So I get out,
Yep.
I walk out of the club, and then I get like all the texts, and I get a text from my mom being like, "Hey, we're at the Cheesecake Factory across the street." I'm like, "So you were actually
Really?
You were on the block?"
Oh, wow, that's brutal.
Yeah, we're getting Southwest egg rolls if you want to join us. I'm like, they're like, you can bring your feature act. I'm like, what feature? Okay, all right.
Fucking Jesus.
And then
that's
you
dark.
can leave.
The feature act's parents are there and yours aren't.
And then they just talk to Jason Rodriguez if they were their son.
That's cute.
It was
That's great.
which he's everybody's son. You meet him, he's a very
Sweet boy.
he's got
He's the
son-like
people's son.
energy. He really is the people's son.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Damn. So they're going in a home, is what you're saying.
No, they were were like, you don't even. I mean, this is it.
They're
I'm
like, we'll kill
yeah,
ourselves
this
if we have to
don't-
before
dude, I
you're
do not wanna
responsible for
hang
our
out.
care.
You can
You
pry.
make a bunch of money. Like, Mom, Dad, I can move you. We could all. I got a huge house. Like you could be like, we'd rather not. I think it'd be okay if we just did our own thing.
I built you guys a cabana.
Yeah, that's too close. I don't.
In a different state, right?
Yeah, no, it's okay. A beach house would be great, far as fuck away from you.
I'm an only child, so whenever they get to that age, I just have to put them down.
Yeah, you gotta take them out back.
And then hopefully there's like a Groupon for like a group cremation.
So when they get to that age, you're like, hey guys, I have a double shift waiting tables. I can't really take care of this.
I
weekend."
can't make it to the funeral. Can you just like go into the lake real quick?
Dude, I cannot wait for that. Your life's gonna be like a low rent Frasier, where they move back in with you unannounced, and it's just an odds couple, divorced parents, and Sam Minney.
Oh God,
Yeah, dude.
that's gonna be
Yes.
brutal.
I can't do that. So either I have to die before them or
Yeah,
And your
you
husband's
gotta-
like hiding his Blu-rays.
oh, you think I have a husband?
Oh, there's a guy driving you to work in your car for sure.
Yeah.
That's your life, bro.
One thing I will never do is let a guy use my car.
This,
Yeah.
and I've never been mean to you. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're gonna disturb all my garbage.
What about you? You've got middle child energy.
Yeah. I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now
Dude, I
then.
called
guess
it.
so. I mean, I got older sister, younger brother, and then my parents both live back in Ohio. My brother's back there with them. My sister's also and like they're in Cleveland, and then she's in Columbus. And then the moment I graduated school, like I just went to Vegas from a job, and then I just got shipped out. I didn't choose it. It was like a traveling type gig, and I thought I was gonna get assigned in like Kentucky or Indiana or something. And they were like, they send you an email, and they're like, be at this place by this date, and figure it the fuck out. And they just said Vegas, and that was it. So then I moved there, and then I ended up staying there for 6 years, and then I moved out to Austin. But yeah, so my parents are like, I've always just been like very far away from them, like geographically. So I see them as much as I can, and like try to at least a few times a year. But yeah, they love me, they adore me. I don't have any worries about them. I don't think I think my siblings are probably the ones that take care of them when they die. I don't think they're going to go in a home or anything, but they might. Like we could put them in a home. I don't know.
So is this what the podcast is?
I don't know, man. It's not really fun. My family's not that fun. I don't really. It's not like sad or like dark. They love me. I don't know what to say.
Seems like you're a nicer person than us, because
Well,
Sam's not allowed to take care of his family.
I'm so good to them.
it's easy to have a good relationship with your parents from
That's
afar.
what they told me.
I mean, in the last 4 years, I've been a pretty good son.
Have you been?
That's true, but you were a gremlin for a while.
A long time.
Yeah, you were a
Like what
gremlin
kind
for
of
a
shit were
while.
you getting into?
Just an alcoholic, unreliable prodigal son.
I'd skip the prodigal probably.
No, the definition of being like crawling back to your parents, being like, "Can I hold $1,000?" Paid them back in full. I made them whole.
There you go.
Did you pay interest on it?
No, there was no vig.
Then guess we'll get into it. I sent you the good stuff on him.
On me,
Yeah, are you ready?
There
to-
wasn't any. What are you talking about? It was all bad.
was it?
I feel like you could dress it up to be good. We're gonna unpack it. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
good.
don't know what I was thinking.
I expected you to be so rude. You're so polite. No one had
Everyone
anything nice to say
says
about
a
you.
piece of shit. Yeah, because like my friends are like scum, so like they're not gonna say nice things.
And then off the rip, you were so nice.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like a piece. I don't know. I like.
You look like you would be a piece of shit.
I know it's a fucking problem.
You have resting piece
I
of
could be
shit
good
face.
Sam potentially. I didn't have any
You
like
think he has piece of shit energy?
Look at him.
all the time. People like all the time. It's like assumed. I'm just
No,
like a-
dude, that touch of gray beard. You're like,
Yeah.
it's like
Comforting.
It's dad who stepped up, is what
Oh
it is.
no.
Off
no,
first
no,
impressions?
No,
100%.
No, you don't date a single mother.
All right.
Nah, now we're
Piece
now
of
we're
shit.
getting back to
There we
Piece
go.
of
Okay.
Now we're in my
You're
wheelhouse.
proving me wrong.
No.
All right. Yeah, a lot of these stories were.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what all this is going to be. I don't know. Because, like, my friend, like, some of my friends were like, hey, they're asking me about you, and I don't know what stories I can say that aren't, like, incriminating or whatever the fuck. Of, like, so they're like, do I keep it light? I was like, I don't know, man. Just, so I'm genuinely curious.
This one's just qualities that you're a bad listener.
Sure. Yeah, probably. That was, yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't argue that. No, not at all. I mean, depending on the person too, though. It's like I try to be a good listener in like a relationship, but then with my buddies, I yap too much. So it's like, I get it. But we're all yappers. None of my friends are good listeners.
Do you know
either.
any of your friends' favorite color?
I'm a guy. Do you know any of your friends' favorite colors? Yeah, no. No.
was trying to think of-
Actually, I know my roommate's favorite color.
What is
What?
it?
It's green.
Okay.
He wears like everything green. And I was like, at one point, I was like being a dick. I was like, "What is that your fucking favorite color?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Is that that's how guys learn about each other?
Yeah. Fucking
Essentially.
pussy.
Yeah.
Like green, you little bitch.
You know nothing about sports.
That was insanely wrong. It's completely inaccurate.
I got
That's-
a lot of sports-related ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we were talking about this last week that you haven't made fantasy football playoffs since 2021.
Well, I'm tanking on purpose right now.
That's what I tried
It's a
telling them.
rebuilding year.
We're rebuilding right now. See, we do a dynasty league, so we keep everybody every year. So I like had a really good first year, and then I had a bunch of injuries. I was like, we're going to be in the middle of this, and now we're tanking. We're rebuilding. We're trusting the fucking process.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Being so into fantasy sports is so
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
a lot. Oh, it's so
Yo.
gay. It's the gayest thing I do.
Oh my-
It's by far the gayest
If
thing
I had
do.
to,
Oh my God.
give a
It's
bad thing about you.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I
The bad thing is though, like my douchebag friends who are equally into it, are like he's fucking bad. Like they're not also retards about fantasy sports. Like it's embarrassing. I don't.
So they're the kind of guys who are like, I see you. You're strategically tanking it. They're like propping you up.
Yeah, no. They're still like you suck and suck my dick and shit. But like, yeah, it's just we do have a fair amount of money on the line. Like you can win like a significant amount of money from this. So it's like it is kind of a business strategy. Like we're trying to make
10-man league.
16.
Okay, and it's 200 buy-in or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
good.
yeah, if you win, you can get a couple grand. So it's
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna put a little effort into it, and it's fun. It is like the only way. Me and my college friends, when we all split up, like the league's just dudes all over the country. So it's the only way I can keep track of.
Oh,
them
it's a
anyway.
high school league.
College.
Oh, college.
Yeah, some
It's
of us
the
went
boys'
to college.
version of brunch.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but and
That's
like
cute.
you know, I'm gonna watch the Browns every fucking Sunday anyway, so I might as well have something to root for, because it's just
Right.
pain all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, you're from Vegas. You were probably gambling all the time.
No, I didn't gamble at all in Vegas because I watched so many fucking gambling addicts, like so, especially the comics. Oh my God. Dudes that are like lively, fun, talkative people, and then they just sit at a fucking Keno machine and just zone out or tell you about their fucking system for slot machines, which is insane. But it's like, this is a smart person. Like, I've talked to this person, I've known them for years. And then they're like telling me, like, no, yeah, you got to look at this shit. And then I was like, dude, this is just stealing money from you every day. How are you this dumb? Like, what are you doing? So, like, I only gamble on like the UFC like maybe once or twice a year. I really don't fuck with it because it's, and also you're performing casinos like every week, every night. Like it's,
God,
if
what
you
the
start,
hell?
yeah. So people get paid, you get paid in cash often, and then dudes just spend all of it pretty much immediately, and you lose all of your money right away. And you're like, it's the worst habit you could probabably have there.
Yeah,
to
the
be honest.
gambling phase. I actually,
Yes.
I was really brave this past week, and I only gambled the first night, and I turned $20 into $200, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah, get out.
Now I can stop.
I put up like $100, broke even. Like visiting, it's fun to gamble, but living there, you can slip into it too easy.
Yeah.
It gets dark. It gets really dark. You don't want that.
And then the rest of these, also that you can't cook and you eat fast food all the time,
Interesting.
which is gross.
I mean, I was eating. Honestly, that's what. I can't even deny that. I can't
There's
deny that.
better ones, Sam.
Honestly, these all seem pretty mild and lame, to be honest.
We were talking
I
about.
was like, this all seems lame as fuck.
I know, but this is what I was given to work with. But that you were on the phone with a friend at Arby's, which is.
I don't actually know what that one is. I'm not sure, unless.
I thought you never ate at Arby's.
No, I said I sample Arby's here and there, but I don't think I've been on the phone.
I thought we were. We're never eating at Arby's.
Did you take a sip of Pepsi to answer that? We were like a congressional hearing. We were like, I do not recall. I think I've had a roast beef.
I'll have the chicken shakers, please. Thank you.
That one was just sitting there. I was like, I'll make fun of you for eating at Arby's.
No, I ate a lot of fast food in Vegas. So Vegas is all chains. There's like no good. Like the Strip is full of cool restaurants. They're expensive as fuck. There's a few good places, but like it is a fuckload of chains. Like
only
so
thing-
many. So I was just crushing that at lunch every day, pretty
The
much.
only things I ate while I was there was Denny's and Dunkin' Donuts.
Exactly. Yeah.
As opposed to now.
Yeah.
I know.
But like Austin doesn't have that much fast food, like by comparison at all. Like not even close. There's so many like taco shops and restaurants and little like barbecue spots and all sorts of shit. So there is so much better food here. Where there it's just like I was crushing KFC, like KFC, Cane's. I mean Chipotle doesn't count. I don't think Chipotle doesn't count. But yeah, just processed dog shit constantly, and then just working out to try to make sure I didn't get diabetes.
I wonder if that's why you look like that.
Like what?
Old.
Old?
Yeah.
No, that was just genetic.
Sam, how old do you think he
disposition.
is?
37.
What are you doing to me?
What? Is
I'm
that
29.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. But that's the thing. It's like as a dude,
Sorry.
I'm like I don't.
I don't know.
As a dude, I'm like I don't. That doesn't sound bad. Like at all.
Like Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, it's like it's not a bad move at all. Like chicks are like women are just like, oh yeah, you look like you're like in your mid-30s. This is the best age to be as a man. Like that's the nicest compliment. It'd be like if it was a woman, if everybody told you like, oh, you look 22. Like that would be the dream that you could have. I'm like, and then Sam just like, you look old. And
It blew my mind. When I met you, I thought you were like 40.
no.
And when he told me he was 29.
See, right there. She's just a piece of shit. I don't. Yeah. No, like it came in like my.
This has just become a petty squabble, bro.
She's been trying to get me for this for like 2 weeks now. And
Trying
you're
to get
like,
people on
you
board.
look older than you are, and I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, totally. That's not an issue at all.
I just need to know if it surprises anyone else as it does me.
No, not like you. No one's like been like, like you're doing whatever you're doing with it.
All right.
But yeah, no, just chill, doing whatever.
All right. Now into your wacky stories
Oh God.
about the one time you almost died because you shot a propane tank.
Oh, that was recent. Yeah.
Define recent. I thought this was gonna be like a college story.
No, like a couple days before I moved. That was yeah. I
That was
had to
your
like.
send off.
Well, I had a bunch of extra stuff when I moved that I couldn't like put in the truck and bring with me and everything. So I had like a propane tank from like a grill type thing and took it out to the desert because you can just do that there and just blew it up with the shotgun. But
That's how they want you to get rid of it.
it's recycling. That's the way. Yeah, I lit a flare and I put it next to it, and then I shot it with a little rifle a bunch of times, and it wasn't high enough caliber, so I just bounced off of it. It was pitch black by myself in the middle of the desert with no one within like 10 miles of me, so that was not
No
good.
one would have found you.
No, I would have died. I have a video of it. Like we could cut it in if you want. It's
Yes.
fucking wild.
Yeah, man. Let's get that
It's
vid.
pretty wild. But
Yeah.
so then I was like, I grabbed a shotgun and I was shooting it, and like buckshot, and it wasn't doing it, so I kept going closer to like tighten the grouping. So I went from like I started like 70 yards away, and then I got like 50.
Grouping.
And then I got like 30 yards away from it, and then I switched to a slug at about 30 yards away, and then all right, this shit just there. So propane tank flare. So that's a gunshot
Yeah,
sound,
yeah.
right? For just reference, and I'm switching it over.
Tremendous.
What was your first thought? How long did it take you to have a thought after that?
I was genuinely like the heat. The heat was the first thing I felt, where I was like, "This is so fucking hot," and then I was like, "I'm alive." That was genuinely. I had the thought in my head. It was just, "I'm alive," and then I did like a jog off the screen a little bit, and then I did do like a did anything hit me, touched it, like because I didn't know if like shrapnel or whatever the fuck blew out of it.
Yeah,
and
you
then,
created a chemical fire.
Yeah. And then the next thought I had was I need to get the fuck out of here because I don't know if that could be seen. I don't know if I could get in trouble. I don't know what the fuck to do. So I just like packed all my shit up and just bolted out of the
They're
desert.
like,
That's,
who just
Moody,
had
Texas.
the worst fucking terrorist attack?
These guys stink. But yeah, so and then after driving, like I was actually kind of jacked up, but I was also like, oh, you could have died. Like that was when it really registered in my brain. I was like, that was a very stupid. That's probably the last dumb thing.
Was that your first near-death experience?
No. I've done some dumb shit. I mean, I've almost like flipped a car. I've done like minor shit. That was the one where it was like objectively, this is a dumb idea. I mean, I lost my mind on mushrooms once, and that was bad. That was really bad. That was probably like the one that's.
I think this is on the list.
Oh, what did they say? Yeah, that was the other time where I was like shaken after, like, oh, that was a bad thing.
You went Gnarls Barkley?
Yeah,
I went fucking. What's his name? Who's the dude who charged in the Pistons and punched those people in the face? Rashard Lewis, or is it Rasheed Wallace? Rasheed Wallace.
The Malice in the Palace.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did they say?
well, someone did say you say 75% of names wrong. So,
Sure.
and then
That's just a memory thing. That wasn't like a.
it's like, oh,
You're just picking away.
Yeah, it's not even like.
there's a lot of things wrong with you. No.
Apparently.
This one said, ask him why he'll never do shrooms again and why everyone is afraid of raccoons now.
Yeah. So so we went to Sedona. It was me and all like the fantasy football people, and I've done psychedelics a whole bunch. Like in college, I got drug tested all the way through college for like my job and everything. I went to school for engineering, so like I never did any drugs that you could test for. So like I would always do like psychedelics because you can't test for those. So I did a lot of acid and mushrooms and stuff. Had plenty of great experiences. Never had a problem. Got all of our friends together in Sedona and like, okay, we're gonna get a whole bunch of mushrooms. Some people will do them. We'll have a good time. Sedona is in Arizona. It's like this cool canyon city. It's really cool. And then I didn't realize I got like the strongest mushrooms known to man and lost my fucking mind. And I only took like, I think like a couple grams, like nothing insane. I didn't do like a heroic dose. And I tripped balls for like 12 hours to where like I couldn't tell what was real or not. And then basically lost my mind, squared up on one of my best friends, and then just punched him in the face and dropped him. And then 3 people tackled me. And then I like trained like jujitsu and stuff like that. So then I got up. I was like the biggest, strongest person in my friend. So I like got up while 3 people were like trying to hold me down.
Yeah.
And then ran out of the street, like losing my shit. And this is at like 2:00 in the afternoon. So like into a neighborhood of me shirtless, like losing my mind, fell into a cactus, covered in needles and God knows what, and then kept running down the street and then almost went into somebody else's house because I was in that like, this is all a video game. None of this is real. I need to get off this level.
Not Irie.
Yeah, friends got me when I was like 2 feet away from the door, like going for the handle, and they're like, "You need to come back home." I was like, "Oh fuck, okay." And then I went back. They got me there to lay on the couch and had like a circle of like 10 people surrounding me at all times in case I like tried to get up. They would all start moving towards me. I was like, "All right, we're going back down." Like I didn't know what was happening. So then that basically was like a full psychotic break for 12 hours or so, and then pretty much dissociated for like 8 months after that. So that was like fucking scary. And then I watched
8 months?
Yeah, I would have like a moment. I got in that level of high where like everything's a projection and none of this is real and like all of this is just a simulation in your head or some shit. Mm-hmm. Like I got down that rabbit hole and never got out of it. So then for like months after, I just have flashes of just like, is this real right now? And it was fucking
Wake
terrible.
up, wake up.
Literally,
We miss
yes.
you.
Literally,
Wake up.
Yeah. Where I'm like,
If you can hear my voice, wake up.
yeah, like I'm in a coma or some shit.
We love you so much, Dad.
Yeah. So like that one scared the fuck out of me. And not like I'm gonna die, but more of like I'm gonna be schizophrenic. Like if I do anything like that again. So like I haven't touched any psychedelic at all since then. Like fuck no.
Wait, where does the raccoon come in?
Oh, so I was on the ground. There's a giant. We were in this huge like house in Sedona, and they had a big stone raccoon on the ground, and I was like trying to like fucking kill myself to get out of like the headspace that I was in. So like I had this raccoon, and I'm laying on the ground. I grabbed it. I'm trying to drop it on my own head, while 3 people are grabbing it and trying to pull it away from me. But I have like full blown mushroom.
And these are
retards.
still your friends?
Not as close anymore.
Yeah, we've lost touch a little bit.
A little bit. But yeah, so me like.
That would give me the ick.
Oh my God! Well, the girl I was dating at the time, that was that we split up a little while after that, but that was probably the beginning of the end, I would say. But yeah, so that was why the raccoon thing. So yeah, that was why everyone's like fucking raccoons. But yeah, I tried to smash my own face in with a 10-pound stone raccoon.
That makes sense.
Not great.
That tracks.
Not great. Yeah. But yes,
Since there really isn't any good things, do you care if I just do the 5 remaining ones that are vaguely?
Knock them out.
whatever you
Yeah.
got. Yeah,
Speed run.
just go ahead, bang it out.
Because someone did refer to you as a porcelain raccoon.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I read
Is
that.
that-
What does that
The
mean?
porcelain part, I don't really. Fragile. Maybe?
yeah,
Meant
he-
unstable.
He said the perfect metaphor for Will is a porcelain raccoon. On the outside, he is a dirty rat, but on the inside, he is fragile. He can be a real
What
punch in the
wannabe
face,
poet said that dumb shit?
Damn, they got you shook though.
I don't even know.
but a great guy.
Oh, that's very
Hey,
sweet.
that's sweet.
All right, well, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, no one said anything great about your character. They just said your dream is to fuck a clone of yourself.
I don't know if that's my dream. I mean, I would like Eiffel Tower somebody with myself. That would be cool. That'd be the only scenario I'd want to do that. But like, no, I don't think I want to fuck myself.
You bullied a friend into losing 70 pounds.
Yes, successfully, and he deserved it, and he's doing much better now. Yeah, that was.
What
he
did
was-
you say to him? You just called him fatso all the
fat
time?
piece of shit a lot. I was like, you're kind of like, well, he blew
You're
up.
kind of a loser who's fat.
Yeah. Well, he blew up really bad. He was in a really dark place, and then now that dude's like in great shape and like his life's doing awesome. So I say it was successful. Yeah.
Looks great for his age.
Again, this is the compliments just coming down. Okay.
Yeah. Those pretty much all of the.
That was it. Yeah.
Those are the only good things that I could kind of scrape out of what all of
no
your friends said
positives.
about you.
Yeah. I don't think I have like. We don't. Well, do you have any friends that would just shower you with
And
compliments?
that's the flush.
Right? Yeah. There's not. Yeah. There's no good. There's no good. Do you have any friends that would compliment you and say nice
Sure.
things?
Yeah. I
Really?
have friends who love me.
That's wild. But no parents that do.
That's correct. We've established this. That's correct.
All my friends hate me, but at least my mom likes me a little bit.
That's correct.
What's the nicest thing you've heard about yourself this week?
This week, I don't know. Maybe you earlier today. You said I'm a good guy. Before we started recording.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I guess that's okay. That's the nicest thing anyone said.
pretty early
it's
in the week.
from me,
It's pretty early in the week.
I guess.
What's
Yeah.
the nicest thing you've heard this week?
I don't know. I was drunk with all of my friends. We all said nice things about each other. I can't remember any of it though.
This is.
That's lame as
Yeah,
fuck.
I know.
Yeah. She gets so many compliments, she can't remember any of them.
It's so
Do you
many
guys have like a
compliments.
catchphrase with the podcast?
Yeah,
No.
it was.
But our ending segment is we always get the guest a gift. However, I think I'm just going to transfer that over to I'm going to give everyone a CD and you rate how much you would probably listen to it.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Congrats.
Wow.
I have so many CDs I need to get rid of, so everyone gets a CD now.
Awesome. Is it only one in here?
It's only one.
All right. This is Chumbawamba.
Everything I learned
Tub thumper.
everything I learned about you, I was like, this guy would probably fuck with Chumbawamba.
All right. Well, if
Do you fuck with Chumbawamba?
you know, honestly, I've heard the name Chumbawamba probably 1,000 times. I couldn't tell you a single song,
All right, well, you suck.
so I don't.
I thought you'd like Chumba.
I mean, I'll give it a listen. I
Yeah.
don't have a CD player.
Yeah, that's the issue with this.
Yeah, it's How many CDs do you have?
My car is busting at the seams with CDs.
Like ballpark. How many?
Bursting.
50.
You think this is gonna make it 50 more episodes?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 2 pilot episode. I don't know.
All right.
But all right, thank you. Do you have anything you want to plug that you have upcoming in Austin?
Fuck all. Honestly, I just moved here. I'm trying to figure everything out. Yeah, my plug is fucking book me for shit. Jesus Christ, I need to get in more stuff. But I got a show at like Lucy's coming up. I don't know the dates. I haven't looked at anything yet.
Oh yeah, November 2nd.
Oh
Lucy's.
yeah, are we on that? Yeah, you're on that too. Yeah, we're doing that.
Is that San Antonio?
It's like halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, seems like a cool spot. And
In the
then
middle of nowhere.
catch me dropping in on shows near you.
And then Sam Castillo,
Yeah, what do
you,
you got?
you have other.
Yeah,
have-
what do you got going on?
What do you got?
I got shows.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
I have. I don't know. Just look up samcastillo.co, and then you can check out at Cold Brew Comedy on Instagram. That's just those are like the I update it. So just
Okay.
look it up there.
Yeah.
Great.
Alright, cool.
Sam Castillo Comedy on all YouTube, or on all social media. We try to do my other podcast, which is The Bad News, which is where we talked about this week about Diddy, he's actually cellmates with Sam Bankman-Fried in prison right now, which
Rocks.
Isn't it the funniest sitcom you've ever heard?
One orgy master to another.
I mean,
that's great.
That and then that's like the main story we covered. So if you like conspiracy theories or like really upsetting things, check out at Bad News Pod on all social media too.
All right.
Sounds nice.
Cool. Thank you for being here.
It was not a pleasure at
All
all.
right. Cool.
It was nice meeting
Sam
you.
was very nice.
What the fuck?
No, you were her mean. Just mean.
All right. Thank
All right.
you. Bye.
Right. Sick.